Hi guys, today we're doing find all numbers disappeared in an array. So we're given an array called nums of n integers where nums at I is the range from 1 to n, and they want us to return an array of all the integers in the range from 1 to n that do not appear in nums. So in example 1, we're given this input array, and we would output 5 and 6 because as we can see here, 5 and 6 are the numbers in this range from 1 to 8 that do not actually appear in this array. In example 2, we're given nums equals 1 and 1, and we would output 2 because 2 is the number that does not appear in this array because we have two numbers, so we need to go from 1 to 2 because n equals 2 in this case. So this one should be pretty straightforward. We can just track all the numbers that exist in nums using a set because we don't really care about the actual frequency of them. We just care about what the actual numbers that appear are. And then we can just loop through from 1 to n because n is the number of elements in the array nums, so we can just loop through from 1 to n and then just check any of the numbers that do not appear in the set and then add them to a list to return. So that should be pretty straightforward. Let's start by initializing our set. So we can say set of integers called set is new hash set, and then we're just going to go ahead and populate our set with all of those numbers. So for I is 0, I is less than nums.length, I++, and then we'll just go ahead and add add nums add I to the set. Okay, and then we can now initialize our list to store our numbers in that we're going to return. So we'll say list of integers called list is new array list, and then we can loop through our range from 1 to n. So for I equals 1 is less than or equal to nums.length I++. Then if the set does not contain this number, then we will add it to our list. So if set does not contain I, then we'll add that to our list. And then at the end, we are just going to return our list, and that should be it. Okay. So our time complexity, we have two loops going on here. One of them is looping from 0 to n, where n is the number of elements we have in our input array, and then the other one is looping from 1 to n. So that's like literally the same thing. So it's just O of n plus O of n is O of n. N is the number of elements in nums. Then our space complexity, we have two data structures. We have our set and we have our list here. So our set is going to store, well, worst case, if every single number in nums is unique, then it's going to store n numbers. But regardless, it's going to be proportionate to the number of numbers in here. And then our list is probably not going to store that many numbers. I mean, it could be proportionate, like in here. But like, it's like n over 2 technically because we have two elements and it's like, we have one element in our list. So I guess that's like worst case or whatever. But it's still like proportionate to n. So O of n plus O of n gives us O of n for the space as well. And that is it for this problem. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!